What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Will. Welcome to the channel. I'm gonna react to a video I found on Nightcap. I just want to go over my quick thoughts. Let's go.
Romeo Dobbs was suspended one game for conduct detrimental to the team. The Packers made the announcement shortly before they departed for Sunday's game at the Rams. The suspension came after Dobbs missed 2 days of practice and meetings. The team initially explained the absence as for personal reasons, but Sports Illustrated reported that Dobbs was upset about his opportunities in the passing game. Packers GM Brian Gutekunst. Unfortunately, we had to make a difficult decision to suspend Romeo for this week's game. His decisions and actions during the week negatively impacted the team and required us to take this action. While we are certainly disappointed, we are confident that we'll be able to move forward in a positive manner. Romeo is a valuable member of our team, and we look forward to welcoming him back next week. Dobbs ranks second on the team with 20 catches, 169 yards, but has yet to score a touchdown in 4 games. In Love's return, Packers threw Dobbs 54 threw the ball 54 times. 8 of those were targeted to Dobbs, who caught 4 for 39 yards. Only one wide receiver, Dontavion Wicks, with 13 targets, was thrown the ball more than Dobbs. Oh, yes, Joe, sir. You mean to tell me guys really miss practice? Guys get upset that I ain't getting no targets, I ain't getting no ball, they get no touchdown. And guys really miss practice.
I don't know.
Not be late to practice, miss the entire practice.
Yeah, you know what? It's hard to actually know what exactly happened, and a report coming out saying it. I mean, how truthful do you think that really is? So
why would they suspend him then?
Now, right there, you got a prime example of just Ocho Cinco not giving an honest take. It's confirmed right there. The team suspended him, and the story was that he didn't show up to practice. The team never put out a statement refuting that. It's a clear, obvious situation where the player's in the wrong, and there's really no way to defend it. Yet somehow we have Ocho here defending this, and this is a problem. This is a problem for the show, and we'll go on and we'll see what else he has to say.
Because we don't know what he got suspended for. We don't know.
Hold on. They said it was for personal reasons. When has somebody ever got suspended for personal reasons? It was somebody told them, Sports Illustrated broke the story that said he skipped practice. He skipped meetings because he was upset.
I know, but I ain't
hold on. This is what the GM said. Unfortunately, we had to make a difficult decision to suspend Romeo for this week's game for his decisions and actions during the week that negatively.
And that's from the team. That's from the GM. And it just confirms the statements out here. I don't know at this point if Ocho thinks he's going to be able to contest that. But that statement right there, it's released from them confirming he's suspended, and it has to do with the actions that took place, similar to what we're getting reports from teams confirming that by these reports, right? So shouldn't have too much that you really need to explain or try to cover up at this point. I mean, it's right there. It's kind of crazy.
Impacted the team and required us to take this action. Ocho, nothing else needs to be said.
Nothing else.
Oh, so you using Sports Illustrated as your source?
I'm using Brian Gutekunst, the general manager.
Based on what he said. What if he wasn't practicing and he acted a fool in practice about not getting the ball?
You can't make this kind of stuff up. And I mean, one of the main speaking points I'm trying to get at with this kind of stuff too is, I mean, it's a clear lack of accountability. All right, he's not involved in the situation. Ocho's not responsible for someone else's actions. But when it comes down to holding someone accountable, you got a clear opportunity right there. And I know Shannon, I don't know this, but I believe the way Shannon works, they've had some off the record, off the camera discussions about this, and they need to figure things out when it comes to just this kind of lack of serious takes from Ocho. I think the show is great, and I think he's a very entertaining guy. He's very talented, but from what you get from him, it's always jokes. It's never any kind of seriousness. And if you look at the tone, Shannon, you can see he's very, very serious. He's giving you his honest, taking that honest feedback. Um, I'll continue playing a little bit more, and then we'll see what he says if he switches things up.
Ocho, come on, Ocho. At some point in time, Ocho, you got to stop this. I get it. I get it. You don't want to say anything.
I'm not relying on fucking Sports Illustrated.
And see right there, even right there on camera, Shannon calls him out. I get it. You don't want to say anything bad about the players, and that's the thing. You don't want to say anything bad about the players. It's just gonna ruin the quality of the show. In my opinion, this is dragging down the show a little bit because he's constantly doing this kind of stuff.
I'm relying on Brian
And I heard what you
Gutekunst,
said.
the
And I
general
said
manager.
maybe he acted a fool in practice, and they had to suspend him for his conduct because he's not getting the ball.
Okay.
Acting a fool in practice. I ain't getting the ball. You know how you act a fool? You know what? You can't be doing that while you're here. You got to go.
He wasn't there though.
Hold on. Now you just told me last week when these reporters get stuff about Devontae, it's coming from somewhere. Now all of a sudden, it's not coming from anywhere. They made it up. That's not what you said.
Sports Illustrated. I'm not paying him as no source.
You said when reporters say things, they're getting it from somewhere. Now they report this. It came out of thin air. And now Brian Gutekunst, the general manager, said, we had to make a difficult decision to suspend Romeo for this week's game. His decisions and his actions this week negatively impacted the team and required us to take this action.
And I guarantee the action you talk about, it happened at practice. I guarantee you that.
Bro, it's been confirmed. He didn't show up. He was listed as out. Sorry, my dog's making some noise back there. He was listed as being out for a personal matter. We didn't know, as Packer fan, we saw this report during the week. We didn't know what the personal matter was. We don't know anything about this guy. We don't know anything about Romeo Doubs. He's one of the most mysterious players I've ever seen watching this team. I mean, it's reported he was not there. He was not there for a personal matter. And this personal matter, we got a confirmation from the team. That was the action in which the team led to suspend him. Okay, there's no debating that. And yet you got Ocho literally here making up stories. It's just insane. And Shannon seems like he's losing his patience.
I guarantee you didn't. How much you want to bet? I tell you what I do. If he didn't miss practice, you give me your salary.
My who?
If he didn't miss practice, bet your salary.
Which salary? Which job?
Bet your salary.
Job?
Whichever one.
He's just a fool, man. He's hilarious. I gotta give him that. He's entertaining, and I love seeing him on the show. Maybe this is him trying to be funny, and he just doesn't care about anything. He's lighthearted, and I'm just being too critical of something that's really not that deep. But I don't know. Like I said, I've seen people in the comments section, they've been complaining about basically the same thing I'm saying, that this guy's not being realistic. He's being immature. He's joking around. He's playing with the show. And, the audience, some of the audience doesn't just come for the entertaining part of the shows that are more just off script and, they're just talking about stories, things like that, and all the fun games. A part of the audience who wants to see the show do well, be on the ESPN, to be on the big, larger sports networks, and to be able to get there, you got to be able to report, and not only report accurately, but give good takes, give some honest takes too. It's what you go to these shows ultimately for. There's a moment where you can take accountability for something. I'm sure Romeo Doubs himself will take accountability, and he already has, as he's reported a practice today. And I'm sure that he had to have a long conversation with his teammates just to get them on the same page as him. But regardless, there's no way that you can see this and not hold him accountable in some kind of way. Sure, there might be some factors we don't know about. We don't know about this guy's personal life, and perhaps he's going through a lot and someone's in his ear, and it doesn't take away the action. And there's no defending that. There's no time where I've been upset plenty of times in multiple jobs I've had. I didn't just no call, no show, just simply because I don't like the way that I'm being used at work, or if I didn't get a promotion, or these are things that, as a man, as a mature adult, you just go ahead and you grind out. You just get through it, and that's not a good reflection of yourself when you're pulling some crap like that, not showing up to work, and not even the team has to send security to knock on your door to see if you're alive. That's an embarrassing thing, and teams and everyone are taking notice. um so like I said, I assume he's absolutely taking accountability for this. I haven't heard him speak yet, but Ocho's not holding him to the fire, and that's a shame. Because in this society, especially, I think we need to hold each other accountable. This is not a good example of that. This is the opposite. You're when you coddle people, when you don't hold them accountable, that's when you just have just more poor behavior like this encouraged. And it sets a bad precedent. I think at the end of the day, you make a mistake, you own it. At the end of the day, it's a mistake, but it's still your decision. He made a conscious decision to not show up to work because he was upset. What are we defending here? He's probably not proud of this moment. So, just, I don't know. I don't know. He's something.
You want to pick whatever show that you appear on, bet it.
Okay, bet.
No. Ain't no bullshit now. I'm real. Bet
Nah,
it.
bet 1,000.
No, I don't want no $1,000 fucking dollars. What I'm gonna do with $1,000?
A lot.
I bet 500. I bet 500,000.
Who?
I'll bet you 500,000.
Why can't bet 1,000?
I don't want no 1,000. What the hell I'm gonna do with $1,000?
What you gonna do with 500,000?
Hell, I go upstairs right now and pull that out. What the hell I'm gonna do
I
with
can
that?
pull it out too. What you saying?
Bet 500.
I don't even gamble. Can't about no money. I'm trying to figure out why you so happy about what Sports Illustrated said.
I'm talking about what Brian Gutekunst
Okay, and I
did.
said it's probably because
That's
of
what
what he
he
did
said.
at practice.
Bet 500K then.
Why we betting money?
I tell you what I do. I tell you what. No,
Yeah, clearly Ocho needs to do some research or something, because he just must not know. Maybe it's just that he must not know that show up to practice. I mean, that has to be the only way that I could understand that he's still sitting here and refuting this. But you can see, of course, when it comes to putting money up, he ain't putting his money where his mouth is. So what does that tell you? I mean, do I believe that his heart is in his takes all the time? No, but I mean, at some point, like I said, he needs to get a little serious and become more objective. And I think that's going to make the show boost to a way where it's easy for them to get a space on live air, like the Pat McAfee show. It just needs to be a little more of a just stronger take, more of a relatable and honest take from Ocho.
no. I tell you what I do. I'll put up $1 million to your
No.
500,000.
No.
Chat. Y'all see it now? Now he just done.
Hey, that's a vet move. Not showing up for practice.
Say, I played 14 years. I ain't never had a teammate. And the guys have been upset about playing time, about incentives, but I ain't never. Have guys been late for meetings?
Yeah.
Has a guy been late for practice? Yeah. But I'm talking about just skip that ish all together?
I'm trying to.
I don't know. Ocho, but when you got 5 dogs over there, hey.
It's hard. That's why it's hard for me to believe, because you got to have balls to be able to do that. Hey, think about this.
So Ocho right here, he's now saying why he's been basically giving a reason why he's been defending this guy is because he just doesn't believe that. And it's unbelievable. And these are two former NFL players, because they're professional. They understand, guys get mad, they vent to other players and team staff and stuff when they're not happy about things, but they show up to work. You know, at the end of the day, these people want to get paid. They're gonna show up. It is pretty baffling, and maybe there is a little bit more to his mental health side we just don't know about, and probably will never know. But you know, it's unfortunate, but I, g- I guess that's why right there we're seeing that Ultra just simply can't believe what's going on. I guess we got that discovery from this, which hey, I mean, if he did a little bit of research, he'd know it's out there. Dobbs missed practice.
Practice, miss a Wednesday and Thursday like that. I can't. Maybe because I'm trying to put myself in his shoes. I'm
Yeah,
not missing
yeah, and that's the problem. That's the problem.
no
Exactly.
practice.
Ocho, but remember we had the conversation what these guys will do compared to what we did when we played? You see the difference? Now you see. You're like, hold on. Because first of all, your best players, do you understand the grace that a team will give you? Because you one of their best, and he's one of their better players.
And they kind of just drag this out. So I'm just gonna cut the video here. All right. So just analysis of the show. Where they are today, the channel's doing very well. I think they're at like 1.5 million subscribers. So you know, hats off to them. They're an awesome podcast. Nightcap, go subscribe to them. They have publicly spoken basically to each other in front of their live audience about how, you know, Shannon will call him out, call Ocho out for not wanting to be objective and not wanting to hurt players' feelings. For the most part, I mean, they're just opinions that don't come out as authentic and true and honest. So, um, you know, that's gonna unfortunately bring down the quality of the show. All right, so if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.